Hello, everybody. It's Ed again, and this evening I'm with Sam from Gift to Go. Sam, how are you doing this evening?
Good, Ed. Nice to speak to you again.
Yes, it's nice to speak to you again, and we had a good conversation the other week. First, a little bit of a background. Sam, you want to tell us a little bit about what your background is completely and how you arrived to Gift to Go and what exactly you can do now for an online seller, please?
Sure, it'll be a pleasure. Ed, I come in from my background is shipping industry and logistics for the last 20 years. And about a couple of years back, we thought of creating an iPhone app for consumers so that they can save time and money and stress going to the post office. We rather stay at home and wish somebody could pick up the packages or gifts that we want to send it to other people. So we created an iPhone app in which you basically take a picture of the contents that you want to send. We receive the picture, we arrange that meeting, pick up time from the consumer. We send our couriers, they pick up the goods, bring it in, we gift wrap it or pack it as per the customer requirement and then ship it for them. Not only customer saves the inconvenience of going to the post office, they end up saving some money on the postage as well. While we were creating that app, we started getting a lot of inquiries from small businesses. They said, how about shipping for businesses? So we realized that there was a big gap for new and upcoming e-commerce companies who could not afford large fulfillment companies who would have high minimums and they would not entertain small businesses. So we created uh, another vertical which is called 3P shipping, and we are currently catering to small and mid-sized companies with low minimums. Whether you have 10 orders a day or 500 orders a day, we would still entertain and give you the same customer service. And most of our customers are a lot of startups, and they couldn't afford the warehousing, they couldn't afford to hire a permanent employees, and that's where we come in, and that's where our niche market and a focus is to cater to small and upcoming companies
Right, so
at,
you're, go ahead.
at an affordable prices, very affordable prices.
Right, right. And we'll talk about maybe a little bit later of how affordable, especially you're part of our group as we discussed. You're basically targeting people who are shipping out of their house or who have little operations, and you're going to completely take over that operation. Is that correct?
Absolutely. Just for an example, yesterday we got a call from one of our through our one of our partners, and they were a working couple, and they are coming up with the golf tees that they are going to sell organic kind of stuff all over the internet, and they're starting small. They said we may only have 10 orders a day, but we'll grow to 50 orders a day and 100 orders a day, and we both are working people. And how do we go about it? When I told them about our services, they were very excited about it. They don't need to hire anybody. We just do a free integration with their website. We receive the orders, we ship it on a daily basis, we give them reporting on a daily basis, and all they have to do is focus on marketing.
Right. Now, do you ship international? Like, let's say a lot of people these days are selling international. Can you handle that as well?
Oh, absolutely. And interesting thing is that we have one of the most competitive international rates. We have three or four different ways of shipping, starting from it costs you maybe $10 or $12 per package, which is less than a pound, and it arrives in 28 countries destination. We have special rates. And when you talk about special rates, we also have a very good rates with DHL e-commerce, and which is about 30 to 40 cents cheaper for items less than a pound. So if USPS is going to charge $2.60, we end up charging through DHL about $2.10. So it's a 50 cents or 40 cent saving.
Right, that's pretty significant. But then I still got to pay for packaging and handling and all
Yep.
that. Okay, so let me ask you this, because one thing I was wondering on these services, how do you work returns? Returns go back to you or returns go back to me?
It It depends upon how the customer wants to handle. Most of our customers, we put in our return address with the company name. Let's say it was your company, so it would be Ed, care of GiftGo at our address, and the returns would come back to us. We would notify the customer that we have received, a package or two, and we check the condition of the goods. If it's in a proper condition, we put it back in the inventory, and if there is damage, we inform the customer it's damage, and they let us know what to do about it.
Right, but you really have to let me know because I have to know if I'm going to replace it, if they want to upgrade it, if I'm going to charge a restocking fee. So really, you have to communicate with me because how would I know to refund the customer?
Right. So what we do is we inform via email to the customer that we have received a package. Customer, when I say it would be you, the e-commerce merchant, that we have received one package back from such and such customer. What would you like us to do about it? Or we just inform and we put it back into the inventory.
Right. Now, let's say I have my merchandise coming to you and I want to send it to FBA, Amazon. You do FBA prep?
Oh, we are pretty big with that. Most of our customers do FBA through us, along with pick, pack, and ship service. They send us the goods, and they would tell us, okay, out of these goods, um, a particular SKU has to go FBA. They would send us the PDF files for the labeling and any other instructions. So we put together the merchandise, put all the labeling, packaging. If it has to go in a poly bag, it has to go in a box. All different various requirements are there, and we follow the instructions, make the pallets, and send it within a day or 2 days, depending upon the size of the order. We have a dedicated staff who is doing FBA prep most of the day, along with the kitting. If there is any special requirement for kitting together or grouping, bundling, we are familiar with all different processes.
Right. Okay, now I know a lot of people they obviously they import from China
Right,
and they're a little bit hesitant, and I don't blame them sending it directly to Amazon because for different reasons the way Amazon handles the customs and you want to make sure that whatever the factory said they sent, they actually sent because you can have one bad shipment
right,
and Amazon but it's a little bit of a waste to bring it into their warehouse and just to inspect and then to send it to Amazon. So would you allow this scenario, because I know people would want to do it, I would be interested in doing this, have the container come to you from China,
right,
like dropped off, and let me or somebody from my company go down and actually inspect it, walk around the warehouse to see it, see the items,
right.
and give you the go ahead and send to Amazon. You would be cool with that, is that correct?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And actually, I'll tell you one step forward. You don't even need to send anybody. I would save you the time. We inspect the merchandise for you. We tell you if the goods have come in proper shape. Sometimes we do get the damaged boxes. We take the picture, send it to you right away while the FedEx unloading the truck or a trailer is getting unloaded. We find out if a couple of boxes are damaged or there is any kind of a water damage or they're broken. We take the picture, send it to you. Otherwise, most of the times the boxes are okay. We inspect it. We tell you, okay, we've received 100 boxes. And just last Friday, the customer called us from Dallas and he said, you just received 100 boxes. Can you ship out 60 boxes to Amazon right now? Just they're already pre-labeled, but just can you put the UPS labels and send it out? We rushed, and within half an hour we sent it through UPS, and it was they had a good sale on 4th of July. So, you know, that's another thing. Customer service. We are very big with customer service.
And you truck it, not just UPS, you truck it directly to Pennsylvania or any of Amazon's fulfillment centers. Do you do that?
Yeah, if it's a large enough order, if it requires trucking, we have the trucking arrangements. Definitely, we can do that. Some of our customers have their own trucking arrangements, so they just send us we send them the pallet list with the size, measurements, weights, and then they would send the truck to us, and we load the truck, and the goods are shipped, or it's shipped via UPS, depending upon how heavy the goods are and what's the volume of the goods.
Now walk me through the process. What if there's somebody watching, they're saying they have 50 SKUs, no, this is a great idea. He's working too hard. He's packing. He has employees that do show up. They don't show up. Walk
Right.
me, walk me through the process. What exactly do you need? I would send you a few truckloads. Everything has to be labeled. Like, how would that work?
Basically, for pick, pack, and ship service, they send us the goods either again through China or through local manufacturing or whichever way. We have sections for each customer, so we would store their inventory in that section. On a daily basis, we receive orders either through ShipStation. Most of the customers are using ShipStation, so we use ShipStation, or we have a couple of other interfaces. We download the orders. We have enough staff on hand, and even if there is a large surge of orders, we don't have to worry because we have a lot of part-timers come in. So we call them on a full day basis. And let's say you have a large rush during Thanksgiving or Christmas or July 4th, we are able to handle certain spur of the orders. So if you were doing 1,000 orders for a day for a customer and suddenly they got 3,000 orders, we do fulfill on the same day basis. That's what we do.
One of the things people like about FBA, which I always liked, is that it's insured. So if something happened, I don't know to what limit, but normally I think it's insured enough. What would happen? Do I have to get my own insurance on this? If I'm sending you $2 million of merchandise,
Right.
so do I have to get my own insurance, which is how it is in most public storages? Is that the case with you as well?
Yeah, great question. We do have an umbrella insurance, which is up to $500,000. But some of the customers, if they have a larger amount of merchandise and a higher dollar volume, they they can do and they can add their own insurance, and they can give our premises as a storage place, and whatever documentation they require from us, we do provide that. For example, one of our customer has a inventory more than $500,000. They wanted to know about the building and how old is the building, and what is the square footage and all that. So we provided them, and they took an additional insurance. Our building is pretty much in a very good shape. It's a new building and very safe neighborhood, and it's a incident-free kind of area we have.
Now you said you have West Coast logistics as well. Is that correct?
Yes, in West Coast, we have our associate partnership with one of the logistic company, again, a fulfillment company. And whenever they require help from New York, we provide that. It's kind of a partnership affiliation, and they work with us on our pricing, what we charge our customers. And as far as pricing is concerned, as I mentioned before, that we have one of the unique pricing system that allows the small companies to make it affordable for them.
Right. Now you had told me when we spoke, that because of our group, and every pricing is unique. You can't really like say, okay, this is the pricing going to be because yeah, it's custom pricing. But you had told me that you're going to look at us as a group,
Yeah.
and anyone that comes from us, you want to talk to that a little bit?
Sure. Yeah, it was a great opportunity to speak with you, and I did mention that as a group, we would definitely have an extra look at the prices where we can lower to the minimum possible prices. As it is, we are affordable, but as a group, definitely we'll offer higher discounts, and we'll customize the price for each individual company depending upon their requirements, and we would provide we will go an extra mile, let's put it this way, for your group as well. um,
Okay, so I can tell you first of all, you see me twice over there, but that's okay.
right.
Um, I can tell you that you came highly reputable, highly recommended by someone who I trust. So
Right.
that was good. So I'm going to put your contact information below on the video,
Okay.
and we'll definitely keep in touch. Okay, I really appreciate you coming on and giving us the time to talk. Okay.
Appreciate your time, and always good to speak to you.
Yeah,
And
likewise.
anything I can do for group, it would be a pleasure.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.